I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I literally don't know. I just saw him hugging like his family after his win. Ba 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 ba. But he could be mixed. Not MMA, but you got Paul or Tyson. I've already read that one. Yeah. Thank you for the $2. I just don't think Brendan Allen gets Chimaev anything that he wants, and I think he knows that. If Charles loses, what do you think he should do next? Just stick around for fun fights. You know what I mean? Not every single fight of someone's career, especially when you're making a certain amount of money and you've got your good championship contracts. Not every fight needs to be, let me get straight back into title contention, you know? Although I like that Oliveira's taken that approach, why not take a fucking step back fight, you know, now and again? But then again, you can't really do that at lightweight, so never mind. I take it back. I think he beats Gamrot. I think he easily beats Gamrot. So that's always a matchup I think he can bounce back with. Hey, Guru, who do you think Rose gets next? Fight Night Apex main event as well, for fuck's sake. Like, it's just annoying, but that's what they're going to do. Thank you for the $8 Australian, John Jones's fiance. Bo Nickal is a big Trump supporter. Any chance Trump asked Dana for a favor and put him on the main card? No, I don't think Trump personally requested that Bo Nickal should be on the main card of UFC 300. No. I just think they do want to have Bo Nickal represent like the future of the US MMA scene as like their new John Jones type guy that's going to go on and dominate for years. I know he's a lot older than John Jones when Jones started, but they need a new American, you know, poster boy. And I think they're looking at Bo Nickal to be that. Even though I don't know if he can be. He's got the right connections for it. Even though Bo Nickal isn't like pulling off these one-liners that are going viral and shit like that, like he still has connections with like all of the famous people. Like he hangs around that Joe Rogan sphere of hunting elk people. You know what I mean? Cam Haines, David Goggins. Like he's in cahoots with all of these guys. So he definitely has the connections to go far. Thank you for the $5, Humphrey. Guru, they yelled at you to cut the cage off while hitting pads. Why didn't Simon cut Tabit off more with the length disadvantage? Shut up, dude. DDP interview soon. I don't know if I'll do a DDP interview soon. If he has a fight coming up, maybe I'll look into getting him on, but I don't know. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for the $5, Young Master Dober. The only real way to measure how good Tabit is to match him up with Chris Matinho and see if he can beat O'Malley's strike record. Yeah. Yeah, we need to see Chris Matinho die. I agree. You're correct. You're absolutely correct on that one. How about Mick Park in chat? What about Tabit Rosas next or too soon? No, dude. What are we doing at Bantamweight? Cameron Simon, C-Rod Rosas. You know what I mean? Like, no. Cameron Simon, Tabit. Dude, I feel like there's like 70% of the Bantamweight rosters all old fucks waiting to get smoked by these guys. But instead, we're only matching up the prospects and just killing all of them off. I don't get it. You know, we got C-Rod has killed both prospects off at Bantamweight. And then he's now at featherweight getting robbery decisions. And then what? Like, let's stop. Like, what? Yanez wins. Let's do Tabit Yanez. Like, let's get rid of some of these other guys. You know, let's let one of these guys KO and destroy Rani Yahya real quick. He's high ranked, you know? We need to get rid of these old fucks that are costing too much money. Thank you for the $5. For the $20, John Smith. I appreciate you, man. Jokes aside, people acting like Simon's career is over are retarded. He's only 23. Only Jones was great at that age. That said, I think Simon would do well to put on some size and strength while he's still young and natty. True. I think he does need to put on a little bit of bulk for the division. Obviously, it's still going to be a tough weight cut for him, but an extra 2 pounds of muscle never hurt if he can pack it on. Because he does need to have a bit more strength if he doesn't have the reach. But yeah, dude, he's literally 23 years old. You know, it's like if Cameron Simon had these losses on the regional scene and we saw him at 28, like we do most fighters, that would be like a viral YouTube video. Cameron Simon knocked out 8 years ago. You know what I mean? But instead, we see all of his losses in real time because he's 23. You know, just turned 23 as well. Like, he's very young. He'll bounce back, I'm sure of it. As long as he don't take fucking matchups over and over. Thank you for the $5, M. Is Nate Lackey now? He might just have to be, yeah, forever. There's nothing he'll do to redeem himself now. Fuck Diaz. Dude was always mid. You know, Nick Diaz is allegedly returning. There's been some rumors, you know, he's shown himself hitting the pads, being in shape. Sometimes I feel like my only friend is the city I live in, the city of angel. Lonely as I am, together we cry. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Matt Brown is the only fucking fight. It's the only fight. He said somebody's going to pay very soon, Nick Diaz, and it's him hitting the bag, being in shape. Matt Brown is the matchup, I think. That would be a good fight. Even though I think Matt Brown finishes him, I still want to see that legendary matchup. Need to see a bit more. You know, I mean, Simon's not the top of the top that we know of yet. You know, there's still a lot more layers to the bantamweight division. Thank you for the $5. B. Keelan. My coworker heard about you on X because your fan base, he legit thought you were handicapped and Jewish. Thank you. Also, the best Diaz looked was versus Johnson. Yeah, we're not talking about Nate Diaz. We're talking about Nick Diaz. Nate Diaz looked great against Michael Johnson, though he did. That's when he had abs. That was abbed up Diaz, and he was really good then. But since then, he's just been skinny, fat, vegan, pussy, fucking soy boy Diaz. But we're talking about Nick Diaz coming back. He was posting pictures of him hitting a heavy bag, saying someone's going to pay real soon. And he's under contract in the UFC, so that's the only option for him. So I think him versus Matt Brown will be a great addition to a pay-per-view. What do you guys think? Not MMA, but who you got, Paul or Tyson? I got Jake Paul fucking knocking him out the ropes. I'm doing the scene unless everybody in this fucking studio isn't fucking stripped to their fucking drawers, yeah? Thank you for the $5, dude. Thank you for the $10, Arrow 810. Only reason why I'd want Gaethje to beat Max is because I think Islam would call Max out because he's an easy style matchup for him and Gaethje has a better chance. And imagine Islam's defenses against two featherweight Max and Alex. True. Thank you for the $10. Yeah, that would be annoying as fuck. But I think in that case, they would just go with the winner of Oliveira to Sarukian. But I don't want it to be Oliveira in a rematch, dude. I'm hating Makhachev's title run so far. Anyone else? I hate it. I barely want it to be the Sarukian rematch. I just wish there would have been a fresh matchup for him to fight. Like, it's so fucking annoying, dude. He beats Bobby Green, then he gets Oliveira, then Volk wins, fair play. Then a short notice title defense against Volk, and that's literally it so far. Like, I don't want to see another rematch against Oliveira, and that's that. I don't want to see that. I want to see a fresh matchup against Gaethje. But I do think Holloway beats Gaethje, and I think Holloway fights the winner of McGregor Chandler. And I think that's something they could do. And I think that's something with a BMF belt on the line that would very, very much incentivize McGregor and the UFC to put together if Holloway does win it. I can just see the storyline coming together. And I can see Holloway beating McGregor.